I want to walk through your survey. So we are talking about activating phones or service.
Okay.
You said that you didn't activate it by yourself. What do you mean by that?
So it was when I was at the store.
Okay. What store?
Verizon.
Okay.
So I believe the sales guy called and activated it for me.
Okay.
I do believe, I don't remember actually having to activate it myself. I'm pretty sure he did it for me.
Okay, so he does whatever magic he does. He gives you the phone.
Right.
What do you do to check it? You know, what is your, hey, I need to make sure that whatever works before I leave the store?
Right. I want to make sure I make a call to make sure that it's dialing out, making sure I can send a text message and receive, I guess, as well.
Okay.
So.
Okay. When you left the store, did anything else come to mind? Oh man, I should have asked the sales guy, or the sales guy didn't do?
As far as activating the phone?
Activating or just anything that you would have asked him for help with?
I think just just in general, like some of the features of the phone. I mean, you can't go over everything,
right?
But you know, kind of after you leave, you're like, oh, I should have asked how I, I don't know, do this camera or or use some of the features. So usually I just do the research on my own though, because I guess I feel like I could just find the information myself. So. Okay.
And where do you typically look for information?
Usually the internet. I mean, sometimes I'll ask friends or something, but I'm pretty savvy with finding things and finding out information. So I usually will just go online and Google either tutorials or there's or just information.
Okay. Do you have like a go-to site when you're looking for stuff?
Not specifically for phones. I mean, usually it's Googling something that I'm looking for, and then depending on what shows up, just going around and.
Okay. So what we're going to do is we are going to put ourselves in the mindset of someone that is activating service.
Okay.
In this case, it's prepaid. The vendor that we're going to listen to is called TracFone. So it's prepaid service, so you're essentially paying for your service before you actually use it. And what we're going to listen to is someone calling into the 1-800 number and basically following prompts in order to activate their phone. So they would have already went to the store, purchased a phone, purchased a service plan, and now we're going to listen to them go through that process.
Okay.
Okay?
Do I need to take notes or just?
No, not for this part. Okay. It's not that long. That's just a couple of minutes.
Thank you for calling TracFone. For English, press 1. For TracFone, press 1. For this call may be recorded for quality assurance.
And you've heard interactive voice
response. To refill your service, press 1. To activate or transfer your phone number, press 2. To transfer your phone number, press 1. To activate your service with a new phone number, press 2. To return.
Okay, let's activate your service. First, I will need your device's IMEI or MEID, which can be found on the red activation card that's in your device's packaging. If you bought a SIM card, please enter the number displayed on the SIM card.
104-279-622-643930.
I got 104-279-622-643-930. Is that right?
Yes.
So that's the person providing information about the device that they want to activate.
What is the 5-digit zip code of the area where you'll use your service the most?
33178.
Zip code is
I got
number, making sure that
33178. Is that right?
coverage.
Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. Now, I will need your service plan card's 15-digit PIN. If you would like to buy one instead, say credit card or debit card. If you need more time, say more time.
468 331-538-621-263. That was 468-331-538-621-263. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, thanks. Would you like to add another service plan card?
No.
Okay, do you have a promotional code that you want to use with this transaction?
No.
That's okay. We can continue. We are ready to complete your request. In a moment, I'll give you some instructions that you must follow in order to complete
So after
your
she
activation.
provided all the
You might
information,
want to get ready to write this
now this
information
is
down.
just steps to complete the activation. Very exciting stuff.
Turn your phone off and back on. Then make a call. If the call does not connect, wait a few minutes, reboot your phone, and try again. Would you like to hear these instructions again?
No.
Okay, your transaction has been completed. You will need to add a service plan by March 24th, 2019 to keep your service active. Please remember, in order to receive your benefits, you must keep your phone or device turned on. Would you like to repeat this information? Yes or no?
No.
Okay. It appears that you are eligible for our Easy Exchange program. This program offers coverage options against accidental damage. Would you like to enroll in one of these programs today?
No.
No problem. If you would like to learn more about this program, text EEP to 611-611. Thank you for calling. Goodbye.
All right, so after you go through the activation process, you will receive a text message.
Okay.
So this text message, welcome to TrackPhone, gives you a phone number, it tells you to connect to a Wi-Fi network, and then it gives you a link on how to begin setting up your device.
Okay.
Okay? So after you click on the link, you're taken to, let's call it a welcome center.
Okay.
So with the welcome center, and again, put yourself in the frame of mind, when you activated your phone, you had someone that pretty much did it all for you.
Right.
And, you know, after the fact, if you thought about something,
Right.
you were on your own and, you know, had Google and yourself
Right.
to figure it out.
Right.
So with the welcome center, and I'll let this play, it says need to set up your service, complete the steps below to begin using your phone. Don't necessarily pay attention to what is here, because this is where I want your help. I want to figure out what should be here, okay? But I'll let it play so that you can see how someone would interact with this interface.
Okay.
So in this case, they picked an option, and then it's just walking through different steps for that specific tutorial. So you select one, gives a couple of steps in order to satisfy that request, that step, and then it goes back here, and you basically go through these in sequence, and then you're done with your initial setup,
Okay.
or based on the information that you want. So where I want your help, this is the paper version
Okay.
of what you see here. And there are many choices. So the first thing I want to do, so the ultimate goal is we only have 4 slots. And I want you to pick your top 4 in order of most important to least important. Before we do that, I first want to get your understanding of, if I press this button, this is what I would expect to see.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll start at the top and we'll kind of work our way around. So rewards program.
Oh, so now you want me to, so first I'm just telling you what I expect to see.
Right.
How to sign up, how to redeem rewards, if you know, how to see how many, I guess, points or something you've earned.
Okay.
What you're kind of looking for?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Exactly what I was looking for. Help and support.
If you have questions specifically about something like you want to call, there's probably a phone number there, or maybe a chat feature or something that basically a way to contact somebody other than going through the system.
Okay. Shop phones.
Just to bring you to a place where you could look for other phones and check the prices and details about them.
Okay. Download my account app.
It would take you to a place where you could download an app that would be like where you could access your bill and minutes and all that kind of stuff.
Okay. Service plans comparison.
Take you to a place where it would show you the different plans that you could choose from and I guess the cost of those.
Okay. Voicemail setup.
How to set up steps to set up your voicemail, I guess.
How can I pay?
Just giving you the options for paying for your bill or your minutes.
Okay. Wi-Fi calling.
How to, I guess, either set up or how do you just conduct calls instead of using your minutes? You could do it through the Wi-Fi.
Okay. International calling.
Again, set up a plan or the details about if you were traveling internationally, how you would set that up.
Okay. Coverage map.
Just bringing up a map of the coverage of the particular phone and where you are maybe and how it's covered.
Okay. Protect my phone.
About insurance, how much maybe you could buy insurance or how to make a claim or something like that.
Okay. How-to tutorials.
Just once you click there, it would be different categories, set up your voicemail, all these kinds of, just anything specific to the phone of some features maybe that you could go and look for.
Okay. Sign in account.
I guess it would show you how to sign in, or maybe it would take you to a place where you would that's where you would sign in to your your TriPhone account.
Okay. Check internet works.
Check if, and maybe there should be if. I guess that's just seeing if you're connected to the internet, and if it's maybe the speed that you're getting. I don't know.
Okay. Transfer my pictures and contacts.
Just shows you how to, from your other phone, how to bring them over to your new phone.
Okay.
Your pictures and contacts.
And how to check my balance.
Again, just information about your bill and how much you owe and those things.
Okay. So what I'm going to do, I'll put these over on this side so that they don't get in your way. If you do select any of these, just pinch and stick.
Okay.
And what I would like for you to do is from all of the choices that are available, I would like for you to pick your top 4. And feel free to, all of these have sticky tack stuff on the back, so just press and push. So your top 4 based on order of importance. So transfer my pictures and contacts. And why did you pick that as your first one?
Let me make sure. It's definitely up here. I just want to make sure.
Okay. And when you went to the store, did they do that for you too?
See, with iPhone, it's on the cloud, so it's
Right.
all, like, I had to go home and connect to my iTunes
Right.
for it to automatically do that.
Uh-huh.
But I know, so if it's not an automatic thing or something that's already set up, then that's definitely something people are going to want.
Right.
And that's a big important thing, is to make sure everyone has their contacts, they don't want to lose them.
Right.
And anything stored, pictures, contacts, documents, anything, or where, maybe apps, I don't know, any of that stuff that can be transferred.
Okay.
So I think that's important. I think the voicemail is important, making sure they understand how to set up their voicemail and making sure they can access it and
Right.
knowing that. I think, let's see, I think this would be good here.
Download my account app.
Yeah.
And why?
I think this particular, if once you download this account app, it's going to take care of a lot of things. It's going to probably show you how to pay. It's going to probably show you your balance, how to sign in. And maybe you weren't aware that there was an account app. So if it's right there on that main screen, that it would, you would remember that that's something that you could access. And usually, the account apps have a lot of information in them.
Okay, so you're saying by picking this, you actually eliminate some of these other ones? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And your fourth choice?
It's good.
Which ones are you thinking about?
I'm thinking help and support or how-to tutorials.
Okay.
Help and support, because it's kind of like if you're not sure about anything, that's kind of a generic catch-all.
Right.
How to, I guess it would be how to contact, or another way to get information, or just some more, maybe because there's so many different things.
Right.
At least this could capture again other other concerns.
Right, so I'll read the definition for each. Help and support, FAQs, and contact us with how-to tutorials, device tutorials, and user manuals. So frequently asked questions and how to contact us, or tutorials, device tutorials, and user manuals. So the FAQ, contact us under help and support. Okay. So top four.
I just want to make sure.
No problem.
Yes.
Okay. Is there anything else that would have fallen closely behind any of these?
So when I see the purpose of this is to, like the fact that we read what it said, I mean, it's the setup. So like, you're not going to, you don't need to compare service plans when you're setting up. You don't care about shopping phones. You've got your phone.
Right.
You don't need to do that. You don't need to check your balance. You're not interested in paying. You just want to get everything set up. By comment, I don't feel like that's rare. You would find that somewhere. Coverage map, I don't think that's a setup thing.
Right.
Protect my phone might be up in this range, because that might be something that you want to do right away, because it is something you forget about, that maybe you have the opportunity to buy insurance, or so that could be up there in the work somewhere. How-to tutorials, probably not so much. Sign in, no. Check the internet, no. Rewards program, it's always nice if there is, that could maybe be up here, but I don't know if it's a priority. That's probably under the account app. But it would be nice to know kind of if there's a rewards program. I like rewards and points and things, free stuff. So
yeah.
But I don't know if you only have 4 slots. For me, that wouldn't be one of the top 4.
That wouldn't be one of the top 4.
But it would be, and it's important, I think. So I would say the rewards and the protect my phone might kind of be in that same.
Okay. So top, but not top 4.
Right.
Okay. So I'm going to play a little bit more, and I want you to so with this, after you've gone through that initial setup, those are your top 4. Now, congratulations on completing the setup. If you need information regarding your plan, it can be found here. Okay? So, same options, or most of the same options are available. This time, you get 6. Again, in order of most important to least important, kind of like this. Right, and keep in mind that it's okay if you have the same information. You don't necessarily need to.
Okay.
But of all of the options available, what would be your top 6 and why?
Okay. So for your plan, you're going to want the plan, you're going to want to know
Service plan comparison, simple service plan comparison. So basically being able to compare the plans.
yeah, I don't know if that, I mean, I don't think that's going to be your first. I'm going to put it down here for now.
Okay.
Might change that, but okay, and it's for the simple your plan. I think you're going to want to know how to sign in to find all your information.
Mm-hmm. And what information are you thinking?
Your balance, when it's due, your reward points, if they have that, your usage, you know, all that kind of information that you would find like in a regular account.
Okay.
So what is the description on this though?
So sign in account is create or log into my account.
Okay. So I'm going to put that up here.
Okay.
I'm not sure the word yet. Is that bad?
No, it's completely okay. Yeah.
Okay.
And those are blank intentionally, just in case there's something else that you feel should be
Okay.
top 6 that isn't there. All right, so how to check my balance.
Yeah, because you want to, yeah. I still think, I mean, you could probably find it here, but I think it's just, that's an important thing, feature for people to know right away how to do.
Mm-hmm.
I think your rewards program, I'm going to put it up here.
Okay. Rewards program.
Because it's about it's your account, and it shows that, you know, the company cares, and it's going to reward you for your, I guess, loyalty or for the number of minutes you use. So I think it's good.
Okay.
And nice to know. I guess I'm gonna put this last. I mean,
International calling ability.
you know what? I'm sorry. I'm gonna take that out.
Okay.
I'm gonna put this here.
The how-to tutorials.
Yeah.
Device tutorials, user manuals.
Yeah, because that's might be more about your account and the devices. Maybe, you know, the international calling would be, and other things would be covered under that. I promise I don't know what the most important, I guess. By calling, I guess, I'm going to move this here. And then, okay.
Okay, so number 1, sign in account. How can I pay? Then service plans comparison. How to check my balance. Rewards program. And how-to tutorials. Is there anything else that you feel is missing?
Well, I don't use prepaid, but I guess if I did, I think for me, I would want to know, I think you could probably find it under here and maybe here maybe, but how many minutes used might be an important one, or how many minutes like left or something like that.
Okay.
An easy way to find that out, I guess.
Okay. Good. And anything else that you would see as a close, didn't quite make the list, but it's still top of mind?
I think, I think the help and support, it's always nice to have that. So I guess we could interchange these. But I just think there's always, every screen, usually on a web page or on a thing, if you don't know anything, you can at least go there and try to figure out how to get some help. So
Right.
I think it's good to have something about help or how to or something on there. So maybe this one, and yeah, I think that's it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. You can have a seat again. So, and I'm going to go back to this initial screen. So thinking about what this would look like and imagining that it is based on what you feel is most important, is this something that you could imagine yourself using?
Yeah, I mean, I think if you're not, if you just, it's all done automated, you can call in, you can get it activated, then it's what, especially somebody that might not have any clue, then they're like, what do I do next,
Right.
So at least this way, I like how it's kind of broken down into the 4 steps. Do this, you get a green check, and go to the next thing, next thing, next thing. What I don't know or what I don't understand is if you, I guess you could just, if you don't want to do it, you just would leave it blank, I guess. I don't know.
You're talking about with this
Yeah.
specifically?
Like, will that continue to come up? I don't know.
Okay.
So
So for you, you're saying if you didn't want to do any of these or some of these?
right, so let's say I wanted to transfer my contacts, I did it. I'm expecting there to be a green check and it'll go away or whatever.
Okay.
And I set my voicemail, and then I'm like, I don't really want to protect my phone.
Right.
So does that just stay there, or, because usually a setup, you complete all the steps, and then it kind of goes away. So I don't know.
Okay. So in its current form, this looks like it's mandatory, but
Right.
you want to know, okay, well, what if I just don't even want to do this
Right.
at all? Okay. Is there anything else, just looking at this user interface, that you would change or improve upon?
I guess, I mean, I agree. I don't think you want too many, options, but I think there is, you could add a couple more, or at least one more or two. You don't want to get too overwhelming, but I don't know if that, I guess it pretty much covers most of everything. But when I think of setup, I still think there's some other steps that could be added in there. So
What else would do that?
well, I think, setting up your online account is important. They've got the transfer, they've got the, I think really maybe just setting up your account really is the last thing. And pay your bill and all that.
Okay, so you're talking about the account for this service.
Right.
Okay, and that should be one of the options that's here.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. That was all that I had.
That was it?
That was it.
Okay.
This one was very straightforward. So just make sure you have all your stuff.
I do.
Keys, wallets, hats, coats, everything else. We'll check out with